Hello and welcome to this tutorial about the use of Redhaven Outline. In this tutorial I'd like to introduce a number of different kinds of outlines. There are lots more than this, but this is a good overview of how you can use it in different ways. I have a list. The first outline I have open here is called the example index. And my index outlines are outlines that contain references to other outlines. Normally this is always kept open so that you can always get to an outline that's closed very easily. This first index outline really refers to itself. The next one is project notes, and when I press this reference button it opens it up. This is the Redhaven Outline development set of notes that I use as I develop the code. I keep all kinds of notes in here and shortcuts to get to where I want to get to quickly. The next is what I call general notes. These are how to do special things. For example, working with the installer has some references to tutorials, how to learn more about it, and I can use these for different programs, not just for Redhaven Outline, but they're things that I can keep and easily refer to. The next is something quite different. It's a concert program. Here is the program that Asbury University Chorale presented. Actually, they presented on May 15th of 2012, and these are the songs that they sang. And if you choose one of them, you see the song, and in the summary I have the composer. This can be printed off, and then I should say it can be put into the clipboard and sent to a word processing program to be easily edited and printed off. The next is a research paper. Now this research paper was written by my son. He used the outline here to brainstorm. Here are some of the sources. Here's where actually the paper went to. So I can open up the paper by pressing this, the actual paper. And here is the outline. Introduction, history of the topic, problems, significance, and each of these has subheadings. And he just used this to brainstorm, and by the fact that Redhaven Outline makes it easy to change the structure, he could change the order, he could put that up there, he could change the order as much as he wanted, he could move things around, he could add. Next, birthdays and anniversaries. Here is 1 year, January through December, and I've put in it birthdays of relatives. The names are fictitious, but the dates are actually real dates, and I've colored them according to their importance. The ones that are in black mean that it's just for historical purposes. Most of these people are already passed away, or they're distant relatives that we do not send them cards. But the ones in red is please don't forget, and the ones in blue are those that we probably should remember. So anyway, this doesn't guarantee that you'll not forget, but it does make it very easy to see whose birthday it's going to be. The next is website organizer. This is very much like a favorites. For example, if I want to see the weather, I go in Colorado Springs, I go to this reference and press it. Let's see if it'll come up. It comes up too big. Here we go. Make it smaller here. And this is the website, the weather in Colorado Springs right now. I use it for my music. When I want to listen to music, I go here and press the reference, and the music begins to play. My Gmail, my Facebook, my bank accounts, interface lift to get a background, and another website. So this is just a way to keep my websites a bit organized. It's not essential, but it's nice. Sermon or speech. I've put in here an example sermon, the outline of a sermon from A.W. Tozer. Now, this is from a book that I have in my library, and the outline is printed, but this would be useful to anyone constructing a sermon or a speech. Again, you can put down your topics, you can move them around, you can change them, these are the topics underneath, you can do whatever you want with it. This actually was one of the driving forces for building this program, and so that I could have a way to put my ideas for papers, for writing, in an outline form and not have it bound by the form, that I could move it around easily. The next is checklists for special tasks. For example, here is how do I create a tutorial for Redhaven Outline. All the things I have to do. I have to build an example outline that I'm going to use. I have to record the tutorial, prepare the file for upload to YouTube, post the compressed video to YouTube, all the steps that I go through, put the YouTube link into the tutorial, and link it to the website. So I put what I need here. If I understand it very well, it's very simple. If it's something that's a bit complicated and I might forget easily, I put a bit more notes for me. Next one is study notes. If you're studying a chapter in a book, here's chapter 22 in respiration. You can write your notes in any word processor, just simple notes, and then import them into Redhaven Outline. And once they're imported in here, then you can do all kinds of organizing of them and looking at them. The overview section has the 3 phases of respiration, gas exchange. So this allows you to organize your notes, and when you import, you only import the node title, but here you can put in keyword summary and your notes to help you. Another example is a meeting agenda. Here's an example meeting agenda: call to order, election of officers, review the minutes of the last meeting, election of officers, election of ushers and tellers is here, and then election of officers, board of administration, delegates to the annual conference, and you can put down current members. This again you can export to a word processor and make it into a real program that you can give out. Here's the treasurer's report, the presentation of the 5-year plan adjournment. The last one is class plans. If you're a teacher, you might want to keep your class plans in an outline. In this situation, I've for an Algebra 2 class, let's say it's to be taught May 21st, 3rd period. Topic is equation of a line. I put in my students in the class. I do the plans. I can print this out and have it with me while I teach. When I finish, I can go back and make any notes about what went well, what didn't go well. And then when I'm ready to, for example, teach it again next year, I can just do a Control D and I change the date here and everything is different. Or to teach it again the next day, the same class but a different topic, I'd have to go in here and change the topic, something else. But the class members will not change. The plans in general, the housekeeping take the role, announcements. The announcements might change. Go over the homework, a bit of review, that will probably change. The new lesson, whatever you're going to do, and allow them to work on homework, individually work with students. So you can keep your plans all together. Let's say that's going to be the 23rd. And so this would be good for a teacher. So these are just some examples of how this can be used. Thank you.